At 5, this week marks 4 months since this precious little girl right here, 5-year-old Taylor Williams, was reported missing. Her mom said she woke up and found that Taylor had vanished from her bed in the middle of the night.
But police say that was not the truth. Evidence suggests the little girl had been dead and buried in Alabama long before her mother, Brianna, called 911. Brianna Williams remains in the Duval County Jail tonight.
Now, she is facing charges that include child neglect, and she's pleaded not guilty. She has not been directly charged in little Taylor's death. But tonight, we are taking you through newly released documents in this investigation into Taylor's death.
So that includes this video that we're about to show you, and we want to let you know that some viewers may find this disturbing, showing the moments Brianna Williams was rushed to medical aid at NAS Jax. Alex Osiris begins our team coverage tonight.
Anthony, a 47-minute long video shows Brianna Williams going from alert and quiet to seizing and at one point losing consciousness, all happening on base here at NAS Jax. And it, again, warning you, this video may be considered disturbing. Video showing Brianna Williams in uniform, from the context getting picked up from her barracks. The undated video obtained from the state attorney's office matches the events First Coast News has previously reported happening on or around November 12th, 2019. Cameras rolling on the encounter with Williams and an unidentified man also in uniform.
You know, now they're saying that you're a person of interest now.
Mm-hmm.
It's seconds later that Williams becomes sick. She vomits, then becomes quiet. 3 minutes later,
Say again?
her condition worsens as the driver races for medical help. Then a seizure.
No, you're not gonna go. No.
In a matter of 9.5 minutes, Williams goes from nodding along to being lifted out of a vehicle and onto a stretcher. The video ends shortly after. And sources tell us that police were on their way to arrest Williams shortly as that was happening. Now, this is just one of the many elements that we've been going through today. Kaylee Tracy is on your side tonight digging through documents. Kaylee?
Thanks, Alex. The evidence detailed in these search warrants and just what detectives found in Brianna's South Side apartment, that paints a grim picture of what little Taylor endured before her death. And it's to review all of this new evidence is why Williams, her defense team, said today in court that they wanted to push the pretrial back for the second time. Brianna Williams faced a judge for the third time Tuesday. She again walked into the courtroom in a red jumpsuit, just like she did at her appearances in February and January, indicating she's considered a risk of self-harm or escape or requires medical transport. Tuesday, though, there was a new mounting pile of evidence released that could be used against her.
It's kind of clear right now, at least, based upon what we know and what's been released. There's only one person that really knows the whole story as to what happened to that sweet little girl, and that's going to be her mother.
Several pages of search warrants say detectives and the cadaver dog smelled decomposition coming from Williams' car and from her South Side apartment. The warrants go on to say detectives said the smell of, quote, feces and urine was overwhelming coming from that apartment.
Some of the evidence that you've seen revealed here still kind of points towards some form of neglect / abuse in some manner.
Detectives also found soiled children's underwear, soiled carpet, and cans of soup that appeared to have small openings to drink from in that South Side apartment. Williams pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of child neglect and 1 count of lying to law enforcement officers in January. So far, no charges directly related to little Taylor's death. First Coast News crime analyst Mark Balkman says that's most likely because investigators are waiting on the medical examiner's report.
Having the cause and manner of death determined, that's why. Until you have a really good idea as to how Taylor died, you're not going to be able to make that determination or for charging purposes. It wouldn't make sense.
Also revealed a list of evidence the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office collected, including a red shovel, several pairs of soiled children's underwear, DNA samples, several firearms and ammunition, and possible blood DNA swabs from a closet wall. Where detectives found each of those items was not released. The judge this morning did pass Williams' pretrial to March 24th, and we've been following this case step by step since we first heard Taylor Williams was missing. Follow along from the beginning and track new updates on our website, firstcoastnews.com.